Hi guys, welcome back to Geonosis. Today I want to talk about the fleet missions in Phase 2. Now, the thing about this specific phase is that there's two combat missions and a lot of players struggle to do both. So first of all, the thing you need to realise is that the platoon here affects the Wat Tambor Shard mission. So if you've got some of the rarer ships, you know, like the Ebon Hawk or the Emperor Shuttle, which not a lot of players go out of the way to farm, it's worth putting them in there for your guild because you're probably going to get more out of it. So bear that in mind. If you do have the shuttle available, it is very good in this, but I'm probably going to have to dono my entire platoons, so I'm not going to use it in this video. So the two missions you've got this one up here, which is the slightly easier mission where you get Chimera. You have to use Chimera. You have to use their Chimera, which is only a Gear 12 Thrawn, so if you've got a Relic Thrawn, then it's not going to add anything, which is unfortunate, but that's how it is. This mission's quite easy. If you've got a Relic Houndstooth, you can pretty much just chuck that in there and a bunch of other ships just to soak a few hits and just keep healing it, and eventually you'll get to Thrawn's nuke and he'll nuke his way through the whole battle, and it's really easy. But if you're doing two missions, it's slightly harder. So the second mission down here, you have to use these X-Tricks. It's not like the other mission, so you do actually use your Tarkin, so it's worth having him sort of like Gear 10 or better at least. And you don't get any other ships given to you like you do in the other mission. This mission is tougher because you don't have the heal, you don't have the nuke. If you want to do both missions, you really want to put Houndstooth into this mission and not the other mission. So I'll show you how I beat both, and hopefully it will go correctly. There is a chance of you fighting either Mace or Kenobi. Mace is much easier, but you never know. So what you're going to need is a solid selection of dark side ships. I recommend that you get all of the pilotless ships because they're just really good, and then they're not required by the platoons either. We'll do this one first. Clear this. So what we're going to use here is we're going to use basically all of the Separatists, and we're going to take advantage of 3 tanks because we need it. I think I'm going to put some back in reserve. The TIE Bomber we're going to use in the other mission to tank the Thrawn, and we're going to use our Empire ships with that because that'll do much better there. So throw in, and obviously the shuttle I can't use. I need to put that in platoons. We don't really need you know, like crazy amount of ship strength. We mostly just want really durable ships so that we can get to the capital ship ultimates and do a lot of damage that way. That's the main strategy here. Who am I going to throw in as a last spot? I think I'm going to throw in the Vulture. Right, okay, I should be fine on this regardless of which ship I get. My Hyena's maxed out. All of my Geos, Slave 1 are Gear 12. Houndstooth is Relic 6. See what happens. And this is the usual sort of thing I'll do into this mission. Played it several times. It's generally not that bad. If you get dazed by Kenobi, it's pretty bad. So we've got Kenobi already. That'll happen, but that's fine. So the goal here really is to just wear down their ships. If we can get rid of 5s, that's brilliant, but it's not guaranteed. I'm going to do that so I can taunt here and save this taunt. So this ship's way more durable, but not necessarily. This mission can go massively sideways. Right, so let's pull in the Geo Soldier. Pile him on damage. We're going to take advantage of the fact that the Hyena can ignore taunts to try and get assists called. That's going to delete ships. Obviously, you can't put your Geo in the starting lineup because of the DSGeo. We will just wreck it. I think we're going to try and get rid of the Sergeant just because he's going to keep taunting ship back. Oh. Let's call in another ship. Let's go for our spy. And I'm just going to go for this guy, get rid of him. These littler ships aren't quite as good. Have you noticed that I'm not using the taunt on the Hyena where possible? If my Houndstooth is still here, I'm not going to use it because I'm using it to call assists, whereas if I taunt with it, the enemy will just flatten it. Most of the time he's going to call in these little things, whatever they are, these clone trooper ships. They're not that good. So if you guys aren't dazed, defense up's brilliant, obviously, because you can call the assists. But yeah, these little ships aren't anything special. It's just things like 5s that you need to watch out for, because his damage keeps increasing and you can really do a number on your ships. But if you notice that, like, what's happened is that after I've got rid of 5s, the sort of offensive strength of the opposing capital ship has just dropped massively. So there we go. And even though, like, I had Slave 1 in there at the start, it's there because there's a chance that the capital ship will do what it did in that battle, whereas it targets that ship and deletes it, and it's kind of like, well, it's gone, but if they don't, then obviously you still get the advantage of the space mine attack. Quite good. Right, going to jump into the other one. So we get this Vulture as an event unit. This is actually a trap, because it feels like they're saying put your Separatists here, and that's not good. As you saw, you want them in the other mission because it's the only way you can get out reliable damage. If you put in ships like Darth Vader into the other mission and you draw Kenobi, you get shredded and you can't heal him. But we can put him into this one. We can't use a shuttle, which is annoying, so we're going to use these other ones. I'm going to bring in my Sith Bomber. If you have gone for the Sith Eternal Emperor, make sure you farm this ship. It is a really good ship. It's a pain to farm, but it's really good, especially if you've had to Relic 7 its pilot. So we're going to go with this. I don't have any other tanks. I've used them all. If your guild doesn't need your shuttle, by all means put it in here, it makes it easier. Right, okay, so we've got, right, so Sergeant can't taunt because he didn't come in from reserve, so we're basically going to have a go at Rex. We've got Mace this time, so this will be slightly easier. Not necessarily that much easier, but definitely a little bit. Use this guy to get rid of the Valor because it stops him getting 3 turns, and he doesn't have a daze, so we can go ahead and heal early to give ourselves the offense up. Obviously this ship is nowhere near as durable as Houndstooth, but it should be fine. Call in the bomber, just have another tank on the field. Drop a load of bombs on him. Rex. I'm going to lose my taunt because there's going to be no target lock, but I really need to get rid of Rex, or he's just going to keep healing other ships. Bomber's almost gone. We haven't got heal ready because I used it early. You probably shouldn't use it early, but you can if your ships are decent. Now we've got our heal available, but we're not going to use it. We're going to call in the silencer and try and get some stuns. Right, we've got the big nuke. So I'm going to go for the healthiest ship. In this case, the Jedi Consular. I'm going to give the free turn back to my silencer. All of my other ships, everyone's pretty much got full health and protection. Usually you want to go for your lowest or your tank, but we've lost ours. So I'm going to put it on Kylo here so he gets a turn. And by targeting the healthiest ship, obviously the other ships are more likely to die. I'll go for this guy because he doesn't have bombs. So and as fast as we're dispelling the taunts, they're getting more taunts. This is mostly a battle of attrition, so you're trying to keep your ships going, but that's not going massively well for us. But Plo healed them all. This is going to be close, but I think we might do it. There we go. So yeah, in that mission, it is easier, but as you see, it's your leftover ships. So I really want my Sith bomber to be 7 stars because it's at 6, and I've only got a Gear 12 pilot. But there you go. That shows you how you can beat both missions. If you are more confident in the strength of your ships, you can obviously move some of them over to create a more balanced sort of selection. If you've got like relic geos or whatever, that first mission with Tarkin should be much easier. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.